everybody, it's me, Sushreeya again. And this time, we've left Warsaw, Poland, and we are here in the beautiful city of Krakow, Poland. It's actually extremely easy to get here from Warsaw. All you need to do is take a train, which at the minimum will take about 2 hours, and at the max will only take 4 hours. It is such an easy journey and super accessible to get here, and the people are very nice and helpful around here. Now that we are in Krakow, Warsaw, let me tell you a little bit about this amazing city. As you can see all around me, this area is more of an old style fashion. And this was actually the official capital of Warsaw from 1038 till the 1530s. And this city is known as the official royal capital of Krakow. That is what the official name of this city is. Nonetheless, you're able to see beautiful buildings around here. This is just the entry of Old Town Krakow, but there is so much more to see here. The buildings are created and also painted in an old style fashion. Krakow was UNESCO's first World Heritage Site. And that makes it super cool because not only was this one of the first places to be recognized, this is also one of the oldest places that you can see here in Poland. Over here, we can see a monument and dedication to Colonel Klokinski, who was the first Polish officer to serve as part of NATO, as well as someone who had served in Poland itself. This place is so beautiful, and I'm so excited to be able to share my experience with you. I'll see you on later in Krakow. As well as being the capital back then, this place was also once again the capital of the Grand Duchy during 1846 to 1918. This city is based off on the river Vistula, and that is the river it sits on, and there are beautiful mountains, and it sits on a beautiful valley as well. As you can see here, once again, there are a little more cars than you'd see everywhere else around Poland, but a lot of people here travel by walking, which I will do today. Hi guys, and here I am at an amazing fort. Though this might look small, not only did this have a lot of importance for the Polish soldiers back then, but this also holds a lot of historical importance. This wall is 1 meter thick, and as you can see the front entrance right here, but directly on the opposite side of us would be the second entrance. You can still see the moat here, which is very well preserved. A fun story behind this is this was once attacked by Russian soldiers, this fort, and there was a Polish soldier, and they were going to surrender. But this soldier, an amazing rifleman, said, "If I can shoot the Russian general, will you be able to buy me some time?" And the Russian soldier said, "Sure, why not?" And as he saw coming was a Russian general on his horse. But however, the Polish soldier had no ammunition, so when he went to fire, he had no bullets. He passed the word to everybody, but nobody had any bullets to spare. So this rifleman, with a brilliant thinking, took off a button from his coat and put it into his gun and fired right at the Russian general. And to everybody's disbelief, shot the Russian general right through the head and killed him, blown right off the horse. So this fort was then secured, and everybody was able to buy some time and save the fort. Such a small fort with such amazing significance. Now, Krakow is not just known for its amazing forts and historical builds. This is also an extremely popular place from history for being a Jewish quarter, as well as a very medieval and well-preserved city. And here we are in one of the most medieval marketplaces. And this marketplace is extremely famous because this street, even though it might be replaced with cobble, was about the same as how it looked way back when, Krakow with all its old civilizations and the old people. Now this place has obviously transformed just a little bit, but this marketplace has stayed the same, well preserved and medieval as always. Hi guys, welcome back with me to Krakow. What you see behind here is an extremely important monument in history. It has a Gothic type of look, but that is not at all what this building just is. This building is a remain of a city center, which was destroyed when the Austro-Hungarians came in here. They were intended to destroy one room, and that room was what supported the roof, and when that building all came down, this is what remained. Now, you might be asking, if they had to destroy the city center, why wouldn't they destroy this? This had a very important military information as well. It never hurts to have a lookout tower, especially when Krakow, you can see a lot of walls that protect the city. So having this tall tower would serve as a lookout so that they would be able to see for other enemies. Let's continue on. Hi guys! Now we're here at the Jagiellonian University. This university is arguably one of the oldest universities in the world, as well as the oldest university of Poland. Let me tell you how this university was established. There was a queen, and that is who this university is named after, which is actually her husband, who arguably has taken a lot of credit for the work she did. But this queen, she was the first female king of Poland. And her mother, who had came here to convince the Polish nobles, said, "I know in the lore of Poland there is a saying that only a king can rule Poland. But where does it say that that king has to be a male?" And so she became the queen. And now here, let me tell you more. In Poland, every student is able to attend this university. But that wasn't the case in the beginning. At first, this university was only made for the rich. But when the queen came here, she asked, why is that the case? She got her crown and all her jewels donated here. And because of that reason, we are able to have this university able for all students, rich and poor. And here you can see the name and its plaque of the university. And here we are at the inside of the university. And you can see a lot of columns and pillars here. But you can see some amazing stairwells. Even though they look really, really old today, this is some of the most amazing artwork of an inside of a university with an open roof. So you can imagine how lovely it would be to just have a nice, refreshing day after a hard day of work and study. Now, let me tell you a bit about Polish cuisine. People here eat a lot of food that is more accustomed to suiting the bodies during cold. For example, warm mashed potatoes, a lot of sort of potato dishes, and warm soup. Obviously, I am here in a more summer heat-like temperature. So while that does sound scrumptious, it is not very suited for this type of weather. But now let me tell you about another Polish dish that you'll find about just about every Polish area. But it is not very atypical. It's very atypical to the Polish cuisine. It's not something similar to the other things you see, and that is called a pierogi. And a pierogi is a dumpling with meat, cheese, mushrooms, cabbage, and your filling of your choice. But this is extremely healthy and an extremely amazing option that I will be trying later for dinner tonight. And now we are back at the City Lookout Tower, and now I'm gonna go check something out for food. Now I'll be telling you a really funny story about bagels. Me personally, I love bagels with sour cream. They taste amazing. And bagels are very, very accustomed and tied in with Jewish culture. Whenever you go to a bat mitzvah or a bar mitzvah, you might be able to see an array of bagels. But bagels weren't actually its first name. A dworzanik is something that you'll be able to find all around here. It's a really common street food, only for about 3 Polish currency. And this food is a bread with a hole in it. And when I first say that, you might think bagel. But what I learned today is this is actually the origin of a bagel. And from here, the Jewish people would have probably taken inspiration and created what we now eat, a bagel. So if you're thinking a New York bagel, let me assure you, bagels are not from New York.